By popular request, I'm going to test the GP-7 Respirator today. As many of you know, I'm not a fan of this mask or the PMK. If you're interested why, although I'll go into it a bit on this video, I did a big review of the PMK1 gas mask the other day and went into all the reasons I don't like it. Basically, it's a mask that could have been really good, but a lot of the things are just very poorly implemented on it that makes it worse than a GP5 in my opinion. Certainly worse than a PMG2 or GP5M, GP6, where it has a voice diaphragm and everything else on it. But anyway, I'm going to test this. I'm going to be using the standard Polish ABE filter, more modern communism, so it still sort of works, and it has a GOST thread on, so it will connect to the mask. So I know that the filter works, but will the mask work? That is the question. Let's find out. Okay, issue number one, you might be able to see that from here. The filter doesn't go in very well, so it's got a really crappy 40mm filter port. Even though this is a GOST thread, it feels like you're trying to screw a NATO filter into a GOST thread, in the sense that they haven't quite cut the filter port well enough. So I imagine this is going to fail even if the mask makes an airtight seal of my face, because air's going to seep in there, but we'll see what happens anyway. As I said, I really hate this mask. It's uncomfortable. That's already pulling my hair. Now you can see the reason I hate these, because this is already pushing into my eyes. I really don't understand who thought this bloody inner rubber hood thing was a good idea, but it's crap. Anyway, is it? No, I can hear the air seeping in, so the mask's not going to work. I'm just going to test it for you anyway. Yeah, and I can smell that. So there we go. There is your test of the GP7. Quite frankly, it's a piece of crap. So I'm going to continue talking because that's not too bad. That filter's stopping probably like 90% of the stuff. So it's fogging up. So firstly, there is no TISO or defogging system in the mask. You have to use anti-fogging paste, unlike much cheaper earlier Soviet masks. It does have a voice diaphragm, so that's something. But again, earlier Soviet masks had voice diaphragms. It has really uncomfortable rubber straps and this really stupid inner face hood that just gets in the way. As I said, maybe you're meant to cut them to the shape of your face, I don't know. I'm not doing that with mine because I get them as collector's pieces. It has got an exhale valve away from the face that's good. But again, you know, for the most part this mask is a piece of crap. So what I'm just going to do now is stop the video and demonstrate to you a better Soviet mask that would have been cheaper for them to make. Here we go, the GP5M, a far cheaper mask that's far better. So, easier to put on. I have better visibility because there's not this weird rubber thing all around my face. And oh look, it's an airtight seal. So I'll just spray a bit more of this. But now I can't smell it. What a surprise, because this actually has a better filter thread. The SHM62U sort of intake that the GP5 masks all have is far better than the later ones they put on the PMG. Who'd have thought? So there we go. A more comfortable mask than this piece of shit here. You know, this is all round probably better than the PMG, not the PMG, sorry, PMK or GP7. Especially this GP7 that doesn't even have the drinking tube on it. Because both have voice diaphragms on, so I don't think that one's significantly better than this one's. This probably has better visibility, as I said, because you don't have this stupid outer rubber hood around your face. Even if this has bigger eyepieces, it's not actually, you know, better. The filter intake is definitely worse on that mask than it is on this, because the filter at least screws into this mask properly. Where on this thing it's just kind of grinding against it and then at a funny angle. Maybe you can see if you look closely at that it's not a particularly well cut filter intake. You can see the metal starting to go a bit on there, where it still seems fine on this older mask. I assume these masks are really bad because it was at the point where the Soviet Union was pretty much collapsing that they were put into production and mostly designed. So everybody in the factory is like, I do not give a shit anymore, Dimitri. Look at this, how I make a crap mask.
So there you go. That's my test of it. It failed the test straight away because it can't take filters properly on this model, because Ivan in the factory just didn't care to make the filter intake very good. And again, it looks like it's quite a cool mask, but it just totally fails, and the older, much cheaper, primitive Soviet masks work better, which is like most of the sort of Soviet designs. When they made them simple, they made them good. When they tried to complicate things, they were horrible. So there you go. GP7 does not work. It's a piece of crap. Only get one if you want one as a collector's piece, not to actually use as a functioning gas mask. There you go.